Welcome to Hocking Hills State Park. Located about an hour from Columbus, Ohio, Hocking Hills is home to beautiful rock formations, waterfalls, caves, and more. If you're new here, my name is Erica, and I can't wait to bring you along my little weekend birthday trip to Hocking Hills. We'll explore the park's famous trails, check out the Hocking Hills Lodge and cabins, and have dinner in a cozy log cabin. I hope you hit subscribe and enjoy coming along this wilderness adventure. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica, and welcome to the Hocking Hills vlog. So last night, my husband Josh and I drove from Michigan to Hocking Hills from the Detroit area, which was where we were staying at his parents' place. It was about a 4-hour drive. So we arrived here last night. We're staying at the Hocking Hills Lodge and cabins, and we have a cabin. We have a pet-friendly cabin because we brought our dogs, Max and Smokey. And so we got here kind of like 8 o'clock-ish last night, settled in, unpacked, went in the hot tub at the lodge, and then watched a movie and went to bed. And now it is the next day, and actually today is my birthday, so this is like a little weekend birthday trip. I'm super excited. We're gonna do a full day of hiking, check out all the hikes. So we're just finishing up, kind of getting ready for the day. And yeah, I think the first hike we're gonna do is Old Man's Cave, and then we're just gonna try and do as many hikes as we can today. So that's sort of the plan, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along in my little birthday Hocking Hills vlog. But before we start getting on the hikes, let me give you a quick rapid fire room tour of our cabin here at the Hocking Hills Lodge. Okay, so starting on the tour, first we're gonna start out here, and we got this nice screened-in porch with a really pretty view of the woods back here. And just some tables and chairs out here, but really nice. And then let's go ahead and move inside. Keep in mind, we got here last night, so we're already kind of moved in. But we have the living room, a fireplace that actually really easily turns on with just a switch, which is super nice. Josh hung up my happy birthday sign today. And the couch, which we put the dog beds on it because it's kind of like scratched up. I mean, this is a pet-friendly cabin, but I don't know, I feel like they need to replace this couch kind of soon, but anyway, got a little chair here, and then moving in here to the kitchen, we have like kind of a picnic table, which we can pull out. There's a stool underneath, but we're just kind of using it as like our dumping ground right now. We just have food and stuff that we brought. And then you do have like a little oven and a stove top, some cooking utensils and knives. They do have like hot pads and stuff, and sort of just your basics like silverware and plates and things. We're not planning on doing any cooking really. I think we're just gonna make sandwiches if anything, but they do also have like a full bottle of dish soap, which is really nice, so you can wash your dishes. Oh, they don't provide paper towels, so make sure you bring that. But yeah, that's kind of everything in the kitchen. And then let's just move on to the bedroom. So you have 2 bedrooms in this cabin. This one has your bunk beds and a twin bed. So honestly, you could probably fit like 4 kids in here or 3 adults. We're just using this as our changing room, so we have our suitcases out. But you have nightstand, closet. I mean, pretty good space. And yeah, full length mirror, which is really nice. I honestly was pleasantly surprised by these cabins just because, I don't know, I guess I was thinking more like a camping cabin, and I wasn't anticipating like this meant much updates to these cabins. I mean, they're pretty nice inside. Let's go quickly into the bathroom here. So bathroom, really nice big mirror. And again, this is like huge for me, is like having full bottles of like soap and stuff, because I wasn't sure, so I brought my own because I just didn't want to use bar soap. But they have a full bottle of lotion, and even full bottles of body wash and shampoo in the shower. Here, come back in, and then I'll show you the shower. The shower was actually really nice. We used it last night, and I have to say, the pressure is honestly better than some hotels. So that was super nice. One complaint Josh and I have is the toilet. I don't know why it's so close to the sink. Like, it just needs to be over here, you know? But that's like super minor detail. And then moving into the last bedroom, it's your master bedroom, if you will. But I would say, Josh, do you think this is a full size bed? Not a queen.
Yeah.
It's not very big, but it's plenty big.
It was snug.
Oh yeah, we slept in it last night. I was gonna say, I feel like I give it the mattress like, I don't know, 7 out of 10. What do you think?
That's generous.
That's generous?
I would say 5 or 6.
And I'm not very picky. So like but you're more picky, so you'd say 5 or 6.
And we brought these blankets.
Oh yeah, we brought these blankets. Thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, so I feel like if you're coming here, honestly, like I was just worried about like soap toilet paper situation, but honestly, pretty decent toilet paper, plenty of soap. Like I brought hand soap, I brought dish soap just because I wasn't sure. Still bring paper towel, but honestly, I feel like for a cabin, and like kind of an woodsy, outdoorsy place, I feel like it's pretty nice, pretty updated, honestly. So I've been pleasantly surprised. Although last night I found the furnace.
Oh yeah, it was so loud.
It was so loud, and it goes off like every 30 minutes, so that's kind of a bummer. But you do have heat and AC, right? Did you check that? Yeah, so that's super nice. I mean, if you go to like a camping ground cabin, you're not going to get that, so that's a big perk. But yeah, that is the room tour. Now let's pack up the car and go on some hikes. Josh, there's one thing we have to do before we go off on our quest.
What do we have to do?
I have to read you something from the book that came with our cabin. So it has like a bunch of information in here, you know, like a typical, like, I don't know, hotel cabin thing. But we have to take the pledge. There's this Hocking Hills pledge we have to take. And so we can't get on the trail until we take it. Ready? I'll do it for the both of us, okay? Yeah. I will do my homework and visit prepared. Done that. I know what trails we want to do today. I will dress for the trail and not the catwalk. I will stay on the trail at all times. I will etch my memory, not the trees or caves. I will take only pictures and leave only footprints. I will remain in one piece by leaving wildlife in peace. I will scoop the poop, pick up after my pooch, and carry it out. You hear that, guys?
You have dog bags, right?
Max and Smokey? Yeah, we do. I will play nice with fellow visitors. I will camp only on permitted surfaces and be responsible for my campfire. I will be part of the solution and not the pollution. Oh, I should have done like the...
Yeah,
Scout's honor. Okay, super cheesy, but I mean, you know, be a good person when you're out in the woods and preserve it for others. But I really enjoyed that. I read that last night. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, good helpful book though.
Yeah, there's like...
It's got all the restaurant stuff and...
Yeah, so that's super nice. And like, well, that's like ads, but it has like... bunch of information and trail information and all that good stuff. But okay, we taken the pledge. I think the dogs are ready to go. You guys ready? Are you ready, Maxie? Let's kick it. As we are walking out to the car, I just want to give you a little exterior view of our cabin. So here is our cabin, cabin 39. We got a little picnic bench out here and a fireplace. And also just heads up, if you want to bring your pets and do one of the pet friendly cabins, definitely book it right away, because they have, like, I think it's only 5 out of like the 40 cabins they have are pet friendly. So definitely book that right away. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like over here in the cabin section. And later on I will show you guys the lodge, which is so beautiful. I can't wait to show you that. Okay, we already just arrived to our first hike of the day at Old Man's Cave, which is probably honestly like the #1 hike to do here. And it was a 3-minute drive from the cabins, and we have this big parking lot here. So yeah, I don't think this trail is very long, like maybe a mile, but we shall see. Let's go check out Old Man's Cave. So I want to say that we're about halfway through the trail, and it is a one-way trail, which definitely makes sense because of how narrow the pathways are. We did see one couple that was like going the opposite way, but you basically start at the waterfall, which I thought was like the main part, but I think we're hiking to the actual cave of Old Man's Cave, which, fun fact, it was named Old Man's Cave because apparently there was an old guy that lived there, and I guess he died there, is the legend, the myth. I don't know, but yeah, we're just walking through, and I did want to say it is unseasonably warm today. So it's December 28th, and it is 60 degrees, and there's this mist and this fog, like you see that behind me. Because, wait, Josh, what's the science behind it? Why is it?
I think the air
Wait, start over, go ahead.
I think the air is either cooler or warmer than the water, so there's,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like a foggy.
Yeah, it's like a misty. I keep saying like I want to like wipe my eyes, like almost like I have sunglasses, like wipe it away so I can see better, but it's just the mist. It looks like it's clearing up over here, but yeah, this is such a beautiful trail. I mean, you would not guess this is here in Ohio. Like, It is so beautiful. Old Man's Cave, check. Which was really nice about that trail is like at the end of it, it spits you out right at the visitor center. So if you wanted to check that out, that's right there. We didn't really feel like checking it out, but it looked really nice. I think there was some good bathrooms in there, which is always key. But I don't feel like that trail, I want to see, I don't feel like that took us that long. Like, what do you think that was, like a mile? That's being generous?
I think it was more like a half mile. It connected to other trails.
Okay, like literally, so I'm looking at pictures we took right at the waterfalls here. That was at 10:17 and it's 10:54. And
That was
we
at
like,
the beginning.
yeah. So that was the beginning. So I'm just saying like how long it took to walk it. You could keep going, so there was like lower falls, so you could keep going, but we wanted to check out some more trails, so we just did that. And yeah, you basically started at a really beautiful waterfall and then you walked to that actual cave. So that was super nice. And I am so hot. I was wearing a jacket. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. Let's see what the temperature is. It's like humid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 55, I'm going to say.
It's 55. I'm going to guess 57. Let's see. Okay, now the weather app's taking a while to load. Okay, I can't get the weather app to load, but Josh's watch says it's 53, so we were both wrong. But it feels so warm out. I am so hot. But I feel like our next trail should be Ash Cave. That was on my list.
You tell me.
I know, I just tell you when we drive, right? Is that the plan? Okay, let me look at a map and then we'll decide. So looking at the map, I think we have decided to go to Ash Cave. All the hiking trails are pretty close by each other. I mean, this is gonna be a 5-minute drive to get to Ash Cave. So that's like probably the second hike, like second popular hike I wanted to do. So we're gonna go do that. And I think that one's even shorter than Old Man's Cave. But you know what I was thinking about while we were hiking is we should like rate all of the hikes we do today. And then at the end, we should like put them in order from like favorite to least favorite. So out of 5 stars, what would you give Old Man's Cave? Just out the gate.
I give it a 4.
4?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I give it honestly a 5. Like it had a waterfall and that really awesome cave and those cool bridges we got to walk along. Like
Yeah. That was cool. It got real narrow, you know,
It did.
in some parts, and you go underground.
oh yeah, we went under. We literally went like through a cave, like under a tunnel. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5. Ooh, that is bright sun. But yeah, so let's go do Ash Cave, and then yeah, at the end, then let's like put them in order from like favorite to least favorite. That'll be fun.
See you in the golden sand on an island far, far away. Maddest touch, I'm the magic man. Follow me and let's get out.
Ash Cave complete. That was a really nice trail, very, very easy. So like everyone can do it. Pretty short. That didn't take us very long at all. I would rate it a 4.5 out of 5 just because I'd want it to be longer. Josh, do you have your rating or are you still thinking?
I'd give it a 3 or I'd give it 3.5.
Really?
Yeah, it was short. There's only one really big thing to look at.
It was really cool though.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And what were you saying on our walk about like the loop?
Oh, I do have to tip my hat to their crowd control.
Yeah.
Because every path is one way, or it's supposed to be one way.
Yeah. So that does help a lot because there's a lot of people here, and it's December, which I'm sure isn't like prime hiking time here. I'm sure it's like the fall and summer, so I can't imagine how much busier it can get because there's a lot of people here. But yeah, having those loops and one ways is very nice instead of like just walking, seeing the cave, waterfall, whatever, and then turning back. But now it is 11:45. I think we're gonna go do one more hike. I don't know which hike yet, and then we'll go back to the cabin for lunch. Something to note is internet connection is very spotty here. So maybe download like the maps beforehand. So, what did I say? Oh, I don't know. Potato, same thing. They know what I'm saying. It's spotty because right now we're in SOS. So they have signs like, and everything seems pretty, like I said earlier, like relatively close. So I kind of want to do maybe this rock house trail. Okay. So maybe like look for signs for that. But I don't know. I'm open to anything. Right now I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trails marked, and we've done 2 out of the 6 so far. So
can I go back the way we came?
Probably, yeah. So we'll see which trail we end up at. As we are driving to our next trail, I thought I'd give you a little preview or a little look at what the roads look like here. Very windy, but honestly so pretty. And keep in mind this is December, so not all the leaves are on the trees, but honestly it's a really, really pretty drive between all the trails. Well, we have decided to do the Cedar Falls trail because we just drove right by it and it was not too far away. So we're like, well, let's do this. And then we'll be on our way back to the cabins afterwards for a little lunch. I don't remember anything about this trail. I don't know how long it is. I don't know if there's caves or waterfalls. I just, when doing research, I wrote it down. So must be something cool. And you know what I was thinking about when we were like hiking the other hikes? Like, think about the first people who just stumbled upon that. Like, what would you do? I feel like I would be like, well, I guess I just have to like camp out here for like a week and just admire it. Like, I always think about that when I visit the Grand Canyon. Like, imagine being the first person to stumble upon that. One, it'd be crazy because you would be like, what is this? And two, it would really probably like put a wrench in your travel plans because you have to figure out how to go around it. But yeah, anyway, just a little fun travel hiking chat. Do you not think about that, or is that just me?
I want to go back to the point you said that you don't really know anything about this place.
Oh.
Well, first observation,
yeah,
small parking lot.
Oh so, yeah, not as big as the other parking lot, so maybe not as popular of a trail, but now we're headed into this like really pretty wooded area, and I hear water. So
can we go down?
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's where it goes. Oh yeah, we're gonna go down these treacherous stairs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everything here is so, oh look at that, so narrow. Okay. Well, there is definitely a waterfall here at Cedar Falls, which, why are we so dumb? Literally the name is Cedar Falls.
Yeah.
Why would there not be a waterfall? Honestly, it's so pretty. So if you keep going past the waterfall, there's this, honestly, such a beautiful hike out here with all the cliffs and caves and, oh, tangled with the dogs. I feel like there's something I was going to say about the falls, though.
You like that one better than that?
I do, yeah. I think that, like, why is this one not talked about more? I feel like Old Man's Cave and Ash Cave are the ones people are like, oh my gosh, gotta go to, which those are so beautiful, but that waterfall was really impressive, so I'm glad we stopped here. But I feel like there's something else, but you know, it's gonna come to me later, so I'll fill you in later when I remember it. But yeah, it is so pretty back here. I also like it doesn't seem as busy, and I feel like more room for people to spread out in here, which is really nice. Cedar Falls, check. We didn't hike that for too long, and honestly because we're starving, it's about 12:40. So we're gonna go back to the cabin, have a little lunch. But you know how we were talking about earlier how all these trails like are loops and have one ways? Well, this one we were definitely going the wrong way. There's literally signs that said wrong way, but it said Cedar Falls parking, and then had a trail sign that said Cedar Falls this way. So I'm not sure where the main parking is for that one, because we were walking by people. Did you hear those people who were like, oh my gosh, are we there yet? Are we to the falls yet? So they must have parked pretty far away.
One dude was asking for, was it Old Man's Cave?
I think a lot of these actually connect too. So a lot of these trails, we're kind of doing like the quick versions of this. We're like driving to all of them, but I think a lot of them connect, so you could like hike from Old Man's Cave to Cedar Falls, which would be cool to do.
There was that map in our welcome binder. It was like a 5-mile round trip.
Oh yeah, maybe that's that one then. But yeah, so that's cool to know. But I am so hungry, and we brought ingredients for PB&J, so we're gonna make some PB&Js and have some snacks. And let's see, what other trails did I have on my list? I had Rock House, which I really want to do, Cantwell Cliffs, and then I'm gonna butcher this, but Conkle's Hollow. So I don't know if we'll get to all of those, but because we have a dinner reservation 5:30, but it's not too far away. So yeah, I just gotta think about that. But let's go back to the cabin and eat something. We just drove past Old Man's Cave parking lot, and it is a very big parking lot. And when we went there, not even that early in the morning, what was it, like 10 a.m.? It was a quarter full, and it is completely full now. So yikes. And that one was very narrow and tight trails. So if you want to do that one, I think Old Man's Cave first. Probably then, like what we've been doing. We did Old Man's Cave, then Ash Cave. Wow, that was so busy. I don't think I've ever eaten a peanut butter and jelly sandwich faster. I ate that so fast, and we're just chilling here on the couch. Max was literally just sleeping and snoring like 5 minutes ago. He is so tired. These dogs are gonna be absolutely whipped today. But you know what I think we forgot to do? We forgot to do our rating for Cedar Falls. Josh is over here. I honestly rate that 5 out of 5. Like, I know Old Man's Cave and Ash Cave are really popular, but that one was really good. The waterfall was so pretty, and the woods behind it was really good.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 4.5.
Ooh. Okay, so far, didn't you give that Old Man's Cave 4.5?
Yeah.
And then...
It just hasn't blown my socks out.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not going to be like, whoa. But, all right, well, that's your score so far. And I think we're almost done with lunch here. It's going to be 2 o'clock. The day is flying. So we probably should get back here around 4 to get ready for dinner.
Oh,
Yeah. So the the next hike we're going to do is Rock House. And that's probably the farthest away. So that is a 15-minute drive. And that reminds me, something I wanted to say is because we're staying at the Hocking Hills Lodge and cabins, this is probably the best location-wise of like cabins and hotels in the area, but there are a ton of cabins around. Like if you go on Airbnb, there's a ton of like luxury cabins. Some have like their own waterfalls, some have like swimming pools and stuff. So like you can get a really cool like Airbnb here, but we wanted to pick this cabin for location and also because we wanted to bring the dog. So, you know, when you bring pets, it like kind of limits your options for accommodations. But what I really like about this place is it's so centrally located. It's really easy to get to like all the trails. So that's been super nice. But yeah, I think we're just gonna maybe use the bathroom and get our shoes on and let's go hike at Rock House. What did we think of Rock House? I think it rocked. Wait, that was Rock House. Yes, that was Rock House. 6 out of 5.
I think it was a crowd favorite. Our dogs really enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah,
one.
I couldn't film it. So when we were inside the cave, there was some pigeons and birds flying through the cave. And the dogs started going crazy. I had to drag Max out of the cave because he wanted to be in there so bad. And then Smokey started howling, which was just so much fun because people are like, oh my God, your dog. It's like, yeah, I know, she's really loud. And yeah, I thought that one was so good. I also liked, I liked and didn't like that it was challenging because I like a good challenge, but then I also get really winded at the end. But I really liked that one. Honestly, they're getting better throughout the day. Like, we started with the crowd favorites, but I think they're a little overrated compared to these ones, but...
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was really cool. I liked it.
Super cool. That didn't take us long either. It's 2:30.
So where to next?
Where to next? We're going to do Cantwell Cliffs. So this one is probably the farthest one away from, like, the heart of Hocking Hills. So, because right now we did a 15-minute drive to get to this one, and then The cliffs will be another 10-minute drive. And then if we have time, we'll come back down and do Conkwell Hollow, I think it's called. So let's try this one.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, let's go. We have made it to Cantwell Cliffs, which is so funny. As we're driving, it's almost like you're driving through like farm country and like houses. Like literally we drove by a farm with like horses, and then all of a sudden you drive and you're like all in these trees, and it's so hilly. Like it's just really random how the scenery changes so quick. But let's see, I got the map here. 0.8 miles? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I feel like a lot of these trails aren't super long, which is nice because you can knock so many out. But let's go see what this is. I'm guessing some cliffs. This is so pretty right here, this little like picnic area. I saw some people who looked like they were about to grill closer towards the parking lot, but like, look at that pretty building with that pretty view. That's so nice. I would definitely say pack a lunch because like there's so many areas where you can just have a picnic at each of the trailheads that we've been going to, so that's super nice. But I am glad we went back to the cabin and got food and just kind of sat and chilled for a second. But yeah, lots of areas to have a little picnic on these trails. We have walked maybe 3 minutes and we came to this like arty cliffs, and Josh was like, yeah, we gotta go down this way. I was like, wait, you're joking, but that's literally where the path leads. Look at this. Look at these stairs going all the way down. It's so narrow, which is fine, but like I have a dog, so we're gonna have to put the camera away because I need to have both hands. Here are those stairs we just climbed down, like in the middle of these huge rock formations. It's so cool. We just came down those stairs in the back. I don't know if you can see them in the background, but it was quite treacherous, so I didn't have the camera out. But this trail is so pretty also. Like, I just still can't believe that this is all in Ohio. Like, how hilly and pretty it is. Oh, you want me to go in front of you? Yeah. Sorry. Alright, crossing a creek. Also, if you're coming here, bring hiking boots and shoes that you don't care about getting dirty. I mean, it did rain last night here, so the trails are very muddy, but you're out in nature. Like, just bring good walking shoes and no white shoes, and nothing like that. But yeah, I wonder how long this trail is. Probably not too long. Maxie, get out of there. Look at this. That's so cool. Oh, no. Okay. Dogs were not walking on the bridge. Instead, of course, they were just walking in the mud. I'm really glad we brought a towel for them so we can wipe off their feet because it is quite muddy through here. But let me flip you guys around and show you our view. Cantwell Cliffs, check. And I gotta say, I'm getting kind of tired. It is 3:30. We've literally been hiking all day. But what would I rate this hike? 3.75 out of 5, I think. What do you think, Josh? Did you have any thoughts on that one? Are you still processing it?
Yeah, I gave her 3 points.
I feel like it was really cool going down that one stairwell right in the beginning, and then it was just nothing else. I mean, it's still like cool, like you got all those like cliffs and stuff, and then at one point when we came up to like, I wasn't filming a whole lot because then there was like a lot of people and dogs and we were trying to figure out where to go, but at one point we were trying to figure out like there's basically a fork in the trail and you can either go left or right, and this lady behind us is like, oh, if you go to the right it's faster back to the parking lot. And we go, oh, okay. And then we were like still looking at the trail and we're like, oh, so this way? And she goes, I don't know, I've never been here before. And I was like, you sounded so assured of yourself. But we took her word for it and we did go that way, and I think it was the faster way. So it's basically right when you come up, and it's kind of, how would you describe that area? I took a video of it, so maybe I'll just insert it here.
It was the furthest.
It was like
down there, pretty far.
Kind of like that. It was like a cave. And there was a little bit of a waterfall too, but it was kind of like that cave, and you can either go left back up or right, and you go really like very steep at times. So this trail I think was the most difficult.
I would agree.
Yeah, this is the most difficult trail, but I'm glad we did it. It was cool, and I mean, I had one more trail on my list, so we might as well go back and try and hit it.
Yeah, let's
and then
do it.
okay, and then we'll probably be done and get ready for dinner, which I need to take a shower. Yeah, well, you've been keeping track how many steps we've walked so far?
We are at 12,800 steps.
Wow, so not a ton, but we've literally been just hiking all day. So, yeah, I think the dogs are going to sleep. Are you really sleeping? Sleep very well tonight. You ready? Okay, let's go to our last hike, which is Conkle's Hollow. Is that how you'd pronounce that?
Conkle's Hollow, yeah.
Conkle. What a name. Let's go there. And I think that's actually going back towards the lodge. So let's do that. Unfortunately, we cannot rank Conkle's Hollow because we didn't do the trail. And as soon as we arrived, it said no pets. And I guess this trail is separate from Hocking Hills State Park. It's like a nature preserve. So we were just gonna leave the dogs in the car, and we started walking, and we realized like we'd have to walk up, and it was like 4:15, and we started debating, should we just go back so that we can shower, chill a little bit before dinner, and that's what we ended up doing. So we did like 10 minutes of the walk, so we got some extra steps in, came back to the car, and now we are on our way to the cabin. But if you want to see like what Conkle's Hollow looks like, this is what it looks like in the fall. So pretty. So I guess it's just like a really beautiful overlook, but there's a lot of like danger signs, like make sure you know where your kids are, and that's probably why also you can't have dogs, although they're on a leash. But again, it's separate from the state park, so, and it's a nature preserve, so that's probably why. So unfortunately, we're not going to get to rank that at the stop sign, turn left. We're not going to get to rank that one, but we did, how many hikes did we do today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long day of hiking, and I think I need to like marinate over it and think about it over dinner, and then maybe we'll do our rankings. But yeah, we're going to get back to the cabin, change, and then we're having dinner at a restaurant called, oh my gosh, what is it called? Kindred Spirits.
It's in a cabin.
It's in a cabin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at like kind of a different cabin hotel, and it's supposed to be like intimate dining. Like there's only like 50 people they can have in the dining room at a time, so it's really highly recommended to make reservations in advance. My mom got us this reservation because she's been here before and she wanted to eat there, but they were all booked up when she was here, so she made the reservation for us. So I'm excited to go check it out. I'm excited to sit and not hike, although I had a great day of hiking. But yeah, that is the plan next. So let's go back to the cabin, change, and I will see you guys at dinner. We have arrived at Kindred Spirits. So like I mentioned earlier, this restaurant is also part of another hotel called Cedar Falls Inn. I would definitely look into also staying at this inn because it was so cute inside, and I looked up online that they also had cabins. So when you first walk into the restaurant, you immediately feel that warm, cozy log cabin vibe. You have to actually walk through the little kitchen to get into the dining room. And this just may be the cutest place I've ever eaten at. I especially loved all the Christmas decorations that they still had up. And looking at the menu, they had one page that shared about the restaurant/inn's backstory. Something so cool I learned was that the log cabin was actually built in the 1800s. We each started dinner with a glass of red wine, which is our favorite, and then for a starter, we shared a Caesar salad, which was really delicious. For our entrees, Josh got a steak and I got the brown butter scallops. We each had a bite of our meals and they were both so good. Then for dessert, I got their homemade berry cobbler with ice cream, which was so fantastic. The food here, 10 out of 10, the atmosphere, 12 out of 10. You just have to eat here when you come to Hocking Hills. After dinner, we hopped next door to the gift shop because I had a feeling the gift shop was going to be just as cute as the restaurant was, and I was right. While I was there, I picked up a little Christmas tree ornament for our tree. Then after dinner, it was hot tub time. So even if you're not staying inside the Hocking Hills Lodge, you have access to the pool and the hot tub. But before we go there, I thought I'd show you a little peek inside the lobby. I honestly thought the lobby was so gorgeous, and they even had some live music that night. They also have a bar and a restaurant inside the lodge. If we didn't bring the dogs this trip, I think I'd really love to stay inside the lodge next time. And now, time for hot tub time. Okay, we are back in the cabin, ready to go take a shower and just kind of turn in for the night and watch a movie. But before we do, we want to do a couple things. One, rank all of the hikes we did today, which I said earlier today that we were going to do. And then two, at the end of every vlog, we like to share our 3 favorite parts of the day. So first, let's do the ranking. Do you want me to go first on my hikes? Okay, I wrote them down because there were so many that we did today. I had to write this down. Number one, my favorite hike was the rock house. That was one where it was like we were like literally inside a rock formation and the birds flying about and the dogs going crazy. But that was so cool. Like I loved that. Number two was Cedar Falls because that waterfall was the best waterfall we saw all day, and I just was not expecting it to be that beautiful. And number three was Old Man's Cave because I liked how the hike started off with that really pretty waterfall, and then you hiked all the way to the cave. So I like that variety of that. Four was the Ash Rim Trail, which was that huge like rock formation. I wouldn't call it a cave. It was just like so tall and towering. That was super cool. And then fifth was the last hike we did today, which was the Cantwell Cliffs, which was cool, like going down that like really narrow rock stairs. And maybe partly I didn't love that trail because it was towards the end of the day and I was getting tired, but those are my rankings. Do you have anything different?
I agree with your rankings. I really liked Cantwell Cliffs. I thought it was cool. I liked that narrow.
Yeah, it was cool.
I thought it was unique. I mean, they build the steps like out of rock.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. It was pretty cool.
And that's not, and like I feel like us ranking them isn't saying like, oh, don't do number 5. Like do them all. Yeah. Like they were all really cool, and I'm glad we got to do them all except for what was that one we didn't do? The Conkle's Hollow or whatever, because the dogs weren't allowed and whatever. I would have liked to do that, but we just ran out of time and the dog's gonna go, so we just kind of like forfeited that. But do you have anything else on the hikes?
No, I thought they were all pretty good. I mean, they're all neat. I mean, they exceeded my expectations for sure. Yeah,
because you didn't know much about this trip when we went. Like, I was like, hey, I want to go here for my birthday, and he's like, okay, and he just kind of came. So, yeah, and then let's do our 3 favorite parts of the day. Do you want to go first on 3 favorite parts of the day, or do you want me to go?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think number 1 was probably going on a trip that we could have our dogs there the entire time.
Yeah, we've like never done that.
Yeah, we've never done that, so that was really cool. Really glad that we could find a cabin that allowed dogs like that.
Yeah.
I guess going off the dog theme, number 2 at what was that, Rock House?
Yeah.
Smokey climbed up into the rock house. Like, so there's multiple different ways you can like get in there, I guess. And the first one you see is a little sketch, a little tight.
And like only a dog could fit under there, basically.
Like I could not get, but Smokey ran up in there.
Yeah.
And so we got a little video of that.
Yeah, we did, because Josh was, maybe I'll insert it here, but Josh was filming her and he was like, what are you doing, Smokey? What are you doing? And she started going for it. He's like, oh crap, like wait, come back, because like he couldn't go through. And then she basically got stuck. Yeah, which is super funny. Yeah.
And then number 3 was probably the dinner that we had tonight. I thought that steak was great. I was not expecting a little, I don't know. I don't want to call it like a mom and pop shop, because it wasn't. But I mean, when we went to go sit down, you had to walk through the kitchen.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Which was nice.
Yeah, I mean, like it was. You could tell it was like an old place that they kept. Yeah, they was built like in the 1800s. They said.
Yeah, it was a little cabin. So
yeah, it was super
really
cute.
Nice, really delicious. Food was great. Wine was good.
Yeah, everything was good about that meal. Yeah. Okay, my 2 favorite parts. My favorite hike was Rock House. I really enjoyed that. And I feel like we had a really funny time in there with the dogs, like Smokey getting stuck and then Max like having to drag him out with him being so mesmerized by the birds. Was funny. I have to say dinner tonight, as it's another, because my mom booked the reservation for us, which I'm pretty sure I already said. And so I wasn't sure what to expect. Like, she knew more about it than I did. I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds good. And we walked in there. I was like, oh my gosh, this place is so cool and cute and cozy and like perfect winter date night, birthday dinner spot. And the food was really good. And then my third, oh my gosh, I feel like I had it, but I don't know. I don't know. There are so many good parts of the day, but I guess I'll say this will be more like overall, but like I've always wanted to like travel somewhere for my birthday. And that's a huge reason why I wanted to do this trip, because I wanted it to be something drivable. And I wanted to do something that like our whole family could do, like with the dogs, because like Josh said, we've never done this before. So I thought it'd be fun to do like a cozy winter cabin with the dogs and go hiking for my birthday. And so to check that off my bucket list was pretty great. So yeah, that'd be my third. But yeah, it's been a super great stay. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and coming with us to Hocking Hills. If you did, drop a little hiking boot emoji down in the comments if you enjoyed this vlog or made it to the end. If you also enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. That really helps out my channel and would be just an awesome birthday gift, honestly. And yeah, that is it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for coming. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in our next vlog on our next adventure. Bye!